Meet Keith, loving dad, board game champ, bus driving pro.
I drive 65,000 miles in my bus each year. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like how there are some things I simply can't see. On my route the other day, a car tried to sneak past me and ends up right in my blind spot. I turned slowly, so accident avoided. But no car should be in the blind spot for a 40,000-pound bus. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
You're listening to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where best friends recap romance novels while reveling in the power of a mother's love and only crying a little bit.
Stack our shelves with the clinches out. Shout it from the rooftop, can you hear the sound? Yeah. Live your best life, love it out loud. Love it out loud.
Hey, HBs. We're in the final stretch of Sweet Rune. These hot dummies make me so happy. Remember, this week on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription, Sabrina and I are welcoming BFF Rebecca back to chat about Paladin's Faith by T. Kingfisher. Ooh, that fourth book with that hot spy friend, and there's a quest. There's that paladin who's got some real self-worth issues because he got passed over by one god and then the other god died. Woof! The book is so good, and I can't wait for you to hear all of our thoughts. That's this Friday on the bonus feeds. We've had some wonderful people support us on Patreon, so here's a huge shout out to Kristen S., Gargoyle Candy, Amy S., Hannah S., Annabelle B., and Allie M.K. Patreon is where you can get these public episodes early, ad-free, and all in one shot, bonus episodes, and live hangs. In fact, this Friday, August 21st, Sabrina and I are hosting our monthly hang at 8 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to clear your calendars. When our episode ended yesterday, our couple was at the beginning of a pretty significant misunderstanding. See, Jo was very clear that she would only have sex with him if they were in an exclusive, committed relationship. Little did she know, Rune's in a very loophole headspace, and he is sure he can make her see things his way. That's where we're starting the final part of Sweet Rune by Kresley Cole. Here we go.
So they end up having this incredible, life-changing mate bonding sex. And it's hot.
Oh,
it's
they bite
fun.
each other.
It's they come together and they're she's delighted. He's shocked and delighted to have a mate.
And he actually did come because she messed up the rune with her claws. Whoopsie.
Exactly. Oops.
Whoopsies.
It happens.
And then we find out in his point of view, almost immediately post-sex, he's still planning, actively planning. He's like, man, I feel bad. That shouldn't have happened. But also, I'm going to use sex to get the information.
I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
I'm a one-trick pony.
The thing. He is sort of lying to himself and thinking, oh, she'll understand. This is just my job. This is just a thing that I do. And I can do both. That's I can do both. It won't be a problem. Maybe she'll be a little bit upset, but I'll make her see. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No big deal.
But he's lying to himself.
She's just young. She'll get over it.
She'll get over it. Get over it. It's fine.
Buddy.
So the next thing that they have to do is they figure out that that Thaddeus and Nyx are going to be at Val Hall.
Yes.
And so they are going to go and like do the standoff. She has a couple of plans to fuck up those wraiths enough to get through them. He has a couple of plans, and if those don't work out, then he's got a nymph he can fuck to get a secret key that will get them in.
Right. Great.
And she knows about everything except that whole nymph situation.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
Yeah. So they do all of that, and everything doesn't work until he's like, okay, we've got one more shot at this thing. Just follow me. I'll trace us to where we have to go. So they get to this nymph covey, and she's like, oh, are you meeting someone here? And he's like, yep, there's somebody here I can transact with. Yeah. And then we will have a way into Valhalla, and it'll be great. And she's like, okay, well, let's like go see him or whatever. And he's like, well, how about you wait out here? Because she is a very buxom redheaded nymph. And I do need to get up, like, all up in her. Honestly, babe, I wouldn't even do this with you around. I would do it behind your back. But you made that vow about not drinking blood if any of the steps in the journey wasn't with you. So you have to be, like, really, this is your fault. He doesn't say that.
He doesn't
but
say that.
those are all the notes that are in the song, you know?
And he says, quote, the sooner I get this done here, the sooner we can free Thad, right? And oh my God. And he's like, Rune hadn't been able to save his own mother, but he could save his new brother. Do you want him back or not? Like, she looked stricken.
Fuck
of course I do. He says, I intend to protect both of you, and right now we're wasting time. More of it than you think. Each minute here equals several in the mortal world. Her lips parted wordlessly. Then she rallied to say, I don't want Thad to be in that house of horrors a second longer than he needs to be, but there's got to be another way. And
we can figure it out together.
Yes. And he is like not having it.
He's already gone half dead-eyed.
Yes.
Because he's in the zone, right?
Exactly.
Like he's about to work.
Yes.
But
and
then
when he says our bed, he's like, ooh. Oh.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So she goes outside and he realizes that she's crying and she turns around, and because she's exclusively been drinking from him this whole time, she is crying black tears, black blood.
Yes.
And it's one of these moments where he's just like, why doesn't she see that she is my everything? This means nothing. Like, she is my one and only. She cries my blood, right?
Right.
Right.
So,
and then he starts saying some fucked up bullshit.
Ooh,
You're so naive.
Ooh.
This doesn't mean anything to me.
Ooh.
Like,
this is
it's
my
just because
job.
Yep.
You saw me with the 4 nymphs that first night. Did I look overwhelmed with passion or did I look bored? Like, he is like trying to get her to understand.
Man, you don't need her to drag you into the earth. You're doing a pretty good job of digging yourself a grave.
Truly.
Like,
And then she's like, okay, if you're not going to be monogamous, then neither am I. And he's like, what? Okay, fine. Like, go fuck any male you want. She's like, yeah, I'm going to fuck and I'm going to drink from other males. And he's like, oh, what?
Yeah.
What? There's no reason for you to drink from other people. I have a reason to do this. It is my job, my work job, okay? Like, there's no reason for you to do that. And she's like, well, why wouldn't I? If we're not exclusive, if we're not monogamous, then, like, there's no fucking reason for me not to. And it's the one thing that, like,
basically.
Yeah.
So we end up watching her. We don't go with him yet. We're in her point of view, and Desh shows up.
Yeah.
Desh is there, and he's like, oh my God, what's wrong, little babe? Like, what's going on? And she basically unloads everything on him, and he's like, man, I really wish you'd come and talk to me first. And she's like, what do you mean? And God damn it, Desh goes, years ago, Nyx mentioned something I was never able to figure. She says to me, demon, when you see the girl with black tears, tell her to surrender. drove me mad with curiosity, but she'd say not else about it. Seemed to have forgotten the whole conversation. And she goes, I'm fucking done. I'm doing this myself.
Yeah.
And she asks Dash to trace her back to New Orleans, and he does.
Yes.
And then we end up zippy zapping back into Rune's head. And he is about to do
nightmare.
the deed with this nymph, and like they continue, they get real close.
Meanwhile,
and then he starts
all he's
thinking about it
is their fight.
Yes.
She drinks
Like
meal.
he's not there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's
Go ahead,
completely
Sabrina.
freaked out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. So while he's doing that though, he's like, man, while I'm like out deadened in all of these coveys, she's gonna be out there making besotted males come from her bite. When Rune had claimed her, you good, Mel?
No, I've remembered one thing that he said to her, and it was absolutely horrendous. He said,
Tell us.
"Why don't you just ghost into me? I'll be your shell, and then you'll see while I'm fucking her that I'm not feeling anything."
Oh my god, I had also forgotten about that.
It's so fucked up. Oh my god, Rune!
Oh
I'll
my
prove
God.
to you that it means nothing. Just like hop in.
And I think the best part about this is it's a true. He means what he says.
No, absolutely. This is a solution.
To him, this is a solution.
Oh
right?
my god. I'm so sorry, Sabrina. I didn't mean to derail the whole thing,
God.
but holy fuck balls. I read that.
No.
My jaw was on the floor.
No, it makes your it makes your skin crawl. It's intense.
And like the
Just
fact
come with
that
me,
like
babe.
he legitimately, he's like, yeah.
It's take your wife to
this is
work
fine.
day.
Yeah, exactly. Like this will solve it because he thinks what matters to her.
You're not interested in
is-
being in the cuck part of my body? You know?
Yeah, right. He thinks what matters to her is the feeling, and as long as he doesn't feel anything about it, it's fine. And he has not. That's why it's like it's funny when she's like, "Okay, I'll fuck other dudes." He's like, "Whatever." And then when she's like, "I'll drink other dudes," he's like, "Ho ho 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 ho."
Mhm.
Whoa,
So,
whoa.
I
And
have
that's
a
what
big
he's
ol'
processing right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's going through in his head, and he's like, her. Like, maybe I'll use like a vow to the Lord to make her only drink from me, and like this, and like, why would she even want to? And like, this is her blood drinking is our special act, and like all of these things. And then out of nowhere, he's like, oh, Josephine viewed sex the way he viewed her feeding, as private and special, as something that bonded them and altered them. She'd left her claiming bite on him just as he had done with her. It didn't matter that he gave little meaning to sex with others. She did. And then he's like thinking about all of this, and he's like, man, like she would do anything for Thad, but the fact that she wasn't like, yeah, go fuck that nymph to get this thing. She didn't care less about her brother. She cared more about Rune. Just the fact that she hadn't sent him off with a smile and a wave told him just how much. And then he's thinking about it. His spike of excitement faded. Tonight she'd cried, "You're breaking my heart."
Yeah.
She hadn't been throwing a fit like a scorned lover. She damn sure hadn't been trying to manipulate him. Josephine had reacted like a female grieving a lover she'd lost.
And then already lost.
He is fucking done. He whips out an arrow, turns on Meliai with this atomic bomb attached to his bow. And says, "Give me the thing." And turns out it's a phoenix feather. And with a phoenix feather, he can make, I said atomic bomb. This is like a galaxy destroyer. The bomb that he can make with a phoenix feather puts everything else
It will break
to
up
shame.
a whole passel of wraiths that are protecting a Valkyrie house.
Yeah,
so then,
not that Joe needs it.
No, fuck no, not Joe.
So we do a little zippy zap again, okay? And then she rolls up to Val Hall and starts hollering because she has realized, I'm more like a wraith than they are like anybody else. And if I can bleed, they can
bleed.
And then we zippy-zap back into his head because he's talking. He goes downstairs and Dally is there. And Dally's like, oh, hey, what's up with you? And he's like, I'm here. I'm looking for my wife. My lady wife. And Dally's like, oh, she left with some guy named Desh. You know Desh? And he is not cool about it.
No.
But he's also not mad. He's not mad at her. She didn't betray him. He doesn't see it that way. He just sees it as his abject failure.
Yeah.
Yes.
He failed her tonight, and another male was able to help.
Yes.
And then Meliai rolls downstairs and starts hollering about the fact that he broke their deal and stole from her. And now he is officially fucking enemy number one from every nymph covey in the whole freaking universe.
Yes. Which, like, fine.
And I love that Dally out loud is like, wow. And then to him, she mouths, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, it's incredible.
Because she tries to talk him out of it on the way, when he's on the way to Meliai's room.
And he's not hearing it. And like, so I do love, though, that he thinks that he's riding into the rescue.
Ha!
Joe has meanwhile stood in front of this house. She is cracking her neck, and baby girl goes to work.
It is like telekinesis. It is everything all at once, right? Like she's pulling out all the stops, including but not limited to
trees.
Yeah. Throwing cars and trees.
Everything.
Yeah, she pulls out the copper rods they use for lightning rods and is shooting them like javelins. And at one point, when he gets there, he sees all of his people, his warrior, standing on a hill watching her, and they're like, "Huh, we're watching
He's like,
your
what
mate.
are you doing here?"
She's horrifyingly lovely. And he's like, how did you even know? And they're like, well, Orion told us days ago she'd be revealed tonight at Valhall and that you might need our assistance. And that means everything to him. And then it's so funny because Alexis, that sassy bitch, goes, this girl's wearisome. How long will she carry on? And he's like, till she gets what she wants or she drops. My mate likes to keep things simple. With another volley of cars, Josephine screamed, come out and fight me, you bunch of pussies! And she loves a blunt tool, Rune added, his chest about to burst with pride. Because she's just hollering
she's throwing cars into the air. I mean,
she creates this cage of the lightning rods around them so that when the lightning comes down, it basically creates this ball of lightning around and like through them to the point that they just explode out onto the lawn, essentially. Like they're toast.
Yes, and it's effortless. This is the thing. Like, it's effortless for her. It's not hard. She's not, like, channeling all her power. For her, it's just a flick of her hand. Yeah. Like, it's wild.
Well, because we've already seen throughout this book, when she's emotional, her powers just roll. And this time, she's not stopping it. She's just literally throwing everything.
She has no filter on a good day. Right now, whoo, babe. No. So then the door opens and like something gets tossed out and they know that it's a lock of hair. And so the wraiths part again and she is standing there waiting for Nyx, but out comes her brother Thaddeus. Then she notices that Rune is over here and Thaddeus immediately like is maybe he's levitating or something, I don't remember, but he telekinesis chokes her.
He strode past the wraiths, but his boots weren't touching the ground. Yes. Shadowy circles radiated around his eyes. His dark hair whipped over his pale face. His outline was faint, phantom faint. He looked as evil as they came. Dear God, he is like me. She reached for him. And like, honestly, he fucking slams her in. Like, he slams his power in.
She's an enemy!
He thinks that
she thinks she's attacking Valhall. And so then Rune is over there, and she knows that he's fixing to come over and, like, fuck Thaddeus up, but he wants to be careful, but she doesn't trust his instincts. And also she's fucking pissed at him particularly. And so she telekinesis traps him over there while getting choked the fuck out.
Yes.
And then finally she manages to, like, get a breath, and she says, Thaddy. And he's like,
she say Thad Pack?
Yeah. She ends up saying
Thaddy.
Thaddy, and then... Yeah, and then Thad
and he goes,
Pack.
Are you Joe? Because she has a memory. It triggers a name, her real name, which is Kiara. Yeah. And she has this flashback to what was happening when the world was it. She finally remembers. And she just like, oh my God. And we
see the whole thing.
Oh, and it's awful. I mean,
so
God, it's brutal.
Crumbles on the day that Thad was born.
Yes.
Because her mother sacrifices herself, essentially, because the whole realm, the whole world is being crushed, essentially.
Yes.
And so her mom is telekinesis, like, she's got a shell around them. She's holding up the sky. And that was something that she remembered sort of hazily. That's something that Nick said. She's holding up the sky. And then meanwhile, these, like, vortexes are forming around them, which, like, I guess are like portals to different worlds. And her mom is holding this baby, and she's like, Kiara, you have to catch him, and I'm gonna throw him into the wind, and you have to catch him. Yeah. And so this 8-year-old manages to, like, use her telekinesis for the very first time to reach out the inch more she needs to grab this baby. And then her mom says, go. And she's like, no, you have to come with me. And she says, Kiara, hold on to him, protect him for life, but go. Yeah. And that's when she jumps into the void and abandons her mom forever. And then the shell sort of naturally forms around them because of, like, the velocity and the bullshit and the whatever.
Right.
Just when she decided they would be trapped in this existence forever, Kiara gazed up. Through the crystal, she witnessed stars being born. She watched one planet learn how to spin. She could perceive the rotation of others as if they danced for her. Heaven. She wept from the unutterable beauty. There's a curtain over the universe, but I'm seeing behind it. Yet she wasn't to know these secrets. They weren't hers. No one child could bear that weight. Splendor broke her mind. Her body was robbed of power. Her abilities stunted. Her memories withered. She and the baby continued on, floating as worlds bloomed and waned. Before her lids finally slid shut, she saw the universe reflected in an infant's half-closed eyes.
Oh,
that's why.
Kresley fucking Cole.
Incredible.
How dare you?
I'm really mad at her.
Incredible. Like, it is just, it's so stunning because,
it's okay,
like,
Mel. My next note is I'm fine. I'm not sobbing hysterically like a little bitch right now.
You should, because it is like Joe seeks in this whole book love, right? Yeah. She seeks love. She knows that love is valuable. She knows that love is the most powerful thing on this entire universe. And she knows that because love is what saved her.
Yes.
It's what
Alexis
and that is on this path. It's how she gets here. So it's not naive or silly that she believes in it. She understands something Rune could only dream of.
Yes,
because love is what saves her.
Yeah, and she also understands that, like, unconditional, self-sacrificing love exists.
Yes.
Because in her bones, in her molecules, she knows about her mom's final act.
Yes.
She recognizes the fact that even though she was just a kid, her one priority the entire travel was making sure this baby stayed safe and alive and nourished.
Yes. And she passes that on.
She's
and that's why it's crazy. Nyx is yelling at Thad to go out there and to fight her. And for a moment, you could be forgiven thinking, Nyx, girl, what's wrong with you? But she understands that if these two siblings meet each other on the battlefield and see each other, there is no force on any world that would make them hurt each other, right? She knows that. And when they do see each other, it ends. He releases her. She releases him. Like, it is this.
She's choking and collapses, and he immediately grabs her. Yeah, he immediately scoops her up and goes incorporeal so that nothing can touch either of them.
Yes. Thad ghosted with his unconscious sister in his arms, making her intangible as well. Rune couldn't snatch her away. He'd never wanted to fight so badly, never had so many reasons why he couldn't. I mean, my God.
Yeah. And then as he's about to disappear, Rune is like, wait, no.
Hold on,
this.
I'm her
She'll
mate.
know what it means. And she gives Thad his talisman to give her.
Yes. And it is just...
Fuck.
He doesn't follow. He holds the Moriar off, right? Who are like, hold on, do we need to jump in? And he is like, back up.
Dude,
like,
we have a tense-ass standoff.
Oh my God.
After the siblings are
he's
gone.
He's telling them to control their beasts. Like, he is just like, and here's the thing. Rune is saying, I'm her mate. Just like, give her to me. And that is like, not a chance.
I don't
like,
know
you could not break what is between them. Like, and everyone is sort of floored by it. Like, and there is this moment where Rune, like, thinks about using his arrow, right? Like, he feels like he wants it, right? And just as that moment, Nyx called in a cheery voice, I'll be right with you, Moriar. Have to take my curlers out. This bitch, I need you to understand. Nyx rolls out. I mean, she's a mess. She's a hot mess. She's just like, but like pops out like everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Like, what's the big deal? And like the Moriar are perplexed. They're like, sorry, what's
this
happening?
Is the puppet master?
This is
exactly. Pardon?
like he just like they cannot wrap their head around it.
Also, of note, Rune has seen her with her freaking lightning cage.
Yes.
Everybody else is like,
this is what you stress
What?
about.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, she's wearing like a
supposed to
torn
take-
crop top.
this just,
and
it
she's got
feels
dust
like-
bunnies in her hair.
yeah.
it feels like bullying to
Yes.
take her head and take it back to Orion.
Yes. Like, it's wild. But also, like, at this point, Nyx has called all this time in all these books. Nyx has been making deals with creatures to show up to this exact moment. So the Lycae are there. What's his name?
Lothair is there.
Bearers are
Lothair is there, right? Like,
Everybody. The
yes.
witches.
The witches
and
are
all
there.
of these factions at the beginning of an accession.
Yes.
All of these factions, even factions that historically, the rage demons are here.
Yes.
Like, they're like,
Yes.
what is, because the Moriar are definitely like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is
This is a whole
happening?
new
And
ball
they
game.
are ready. And like, here's the thing. In
and
any other
she-
scenario, it could be bad.
Sure. But then Nyx is like, but Toodaloo, do you remember? Like, your mate isn't here, you know? And so if you use that arrow on me right now, ooh, she'd have an issue drinking blood for the rest of her life. Is that what you want?
Yep.
I don't think so.
That seems crazy.
So how about you just vow to the Lord that you'll never hurt me, you'll never try to kill me. That's all we really need here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Nyx, you
Yes.
because that vow will X out hers.
Exactly. One of the wraiths had begun to stir. It drifted over and materialized, a massive braid of hair, as if pulling it from the ether, then dropped it at Nyx's feet. The braid was as long as Uther's tail. Locks of all different colors had been plaited into it. The Valkyrie's payment to the scourge. Nyx's hands flew to her cheeks in mock surprise. But whatever could this be? She towed the braid. Are we starting our bar tab over? We did, after all, pay for continuous protection. And wraiths are levitating on the job right above us. She confided to Rune. It is so hard to find good help these days.
Ooh, and they were one lock of hair away. If he had successfully gotten that lock of hair.
Yep.
They would have been like their servants for 24 hours, right?
Exactly. They would have been like, they needed to restart their like protection payment. So like, and like at this point, Rune is like,
if I was a wraith,
I'd be
I
fucking
would be
pissed.
so mad.
I would be unionizing. I would be renegotiating contracts. There would be a strike.
I would fully. I do the wraith style. My side of the fucking mountain.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
I'm going into the forest and never coming back.
It's insane. But it's wonderful because he has this moment of feeling what other creatures have probably felt when the Moriar have come to their world. Where he's like, hold on. Nyx just needed to pay the wraiths and she didn't want to pay them.
Yeah.
So she put us into play to create this entire situation. Sorry, what? Like, it blows his mind. And, like, it's a moment where, like, I think, particularly for the reader, you realize, like, oh, no, Nyx is a goddess. Like, she's at a level.
Yeah.
Like,
well, this goes back to this conversation, this continuing conversation of that gods, deities play on a whole different, the beings around them are just chess. Like, it's not, and it's not in the same way that you don't feel bad taking your opponent's pawn.
Yeah.
They don't have the same level of compassion and empathy and thought. And they're playing on a playing field that is leagues above anything you can even fathom. Time is different, emotion is different, connection is different.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Moriar actually oddly are like, we weren't ordered to war. Our egos are not such that like we can't take a step back.
Yeah.
Like, and Rune actually he nods at her and he says, "Good warring, Nyx." And Nyx says, "And a happy ascension to you, Rune." Like they walk off of that battlefield as like, all right.
Yeah, it's the same thing as two master chess players shaking hands at the end of a game and being like, all right, good game.
Yes.
Yep.
That was a good, that was interesting.
That was great. That was great.
So now, then he's sitting there, and the Lycae, this bananas Lycae is over there being like, "Mate, smell." And he's like a tracker, and so he's like, "Wait, you smell my mate nearby?" And he's like, and so they end up finding Thaddeus.
Hang on, first,
First,
the witch is giving shit to all the other Elixtas. Like, I can't believe none of y'all paid fines for the last
she's
however
beside
many
herself
millennia.
because these are the primordial beings, and I think they sort of expected themselves to be honored as such, and they are not.
No,
they are
why
not.
would they? Most of these people's deity experience is Nyx. In what fucking world are they gonna bow down to your feet, my friends?
It's
and then,
hilarious.
As they're leaving, they're like, leave them a present. And Big Bad Wolf literally blows their house down. He's like,
it's amazing.
Rah, rah, rah,
it's
rah.
amazing.
And then it's just like crumbles to dust in front of them.
Valid.
Like, oh my God. So, but yeah, they can sniff him out. She's still in New Orleans somewhere. And I had forgot. I was like, man, this is when it clicked. I went, oh my God, bad. They set him up in a house. He was the one from those things. They set him and his mom up.
And
no,
yeah,
not
and
mom,
like,
Ms. B.
No, his mom. Like, and that was
his
one of
mom.
the
Yeah,
things that it was so wonderful remembering Regan's book, because remember, we saw him over, like, one of his biggest conflicts is like, how am I going to tell my mom about this?
Yes.
Like, she just thinks I'm a normal boy.
Yes.
And I don't want to, like, break her heart. I don't want to scare her.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, his mom is so important
it's
to him.
so important to him.
And we're seeing, like, why and the levels and, like, how they're actually related. And that, like, what was lost to make that relationship happen.
Yeah.
And
the fact that when he brings Joe home and he sort of knows how, like, the tension between her and Miss B has not exactly evaporated, but I think she sees in her, oh, you love and you care for him. Yeah. And like that means I will suck it up.
Yeah,
right?
He's a good man.
He's a good man, and these are two women who decide, you mean so much to me. This is like I'll suck it up. And Joe kind of pulls her punches, and Miss B kind of pulls her punches, and they sort of have this kind of uneasy truce that basically is like, we both love Thad.
Yeah, it's an uneasy truce, but it's still copacetic because it is rooted in that love.
Yes, and that love will not go anywhere.
Yes.
And Rune,
and she
then
she tries to be like, well, this has been super fun, but I don't want to, like, bother you or whatever. They, like, spend the whole day and night together, and she's like, okay, well, I'll get out of your hair. And Thaddeus is like, what? What do you mean?
Where do you think
Where are you going? Do you have a place to go? What?
I thought we were going to live together forever now.
Exactly.
And her immediate thing is like, okay, it doesn't have to be, like, soon. If you, like, need some time or space or whatever. And he's like, no, I thought you should move in.
Yeah. You live here now.
Yeah. Like, we're family.
What? Yeah.
I don't want to waste another second. And so, man, Alexa, or whatever his name is, gave him one good piece of advice, and that was...
So,
sorry.
Being a creepy little gremlin outside of the house watching this reunion happening, and then Alexa shows up.
Yeah.
And she's like... he says to her, well, so she's safe here with Thaddeus. I'm going to give her a couple of hours to cool off, and then I'll approach her. And Alexa's like... A couple of hours?
Bro.
Like, are you fucking kidding?
Please
and he's like,
be for real.
Oh my God. And then I love this because he's like, well, she needs to know I didn't take that female. And Alexa says,
yes.
No, you need the halfling to know that. Selfish male. Let her have some time for herself.
Yes.
Sometimes a lot of you astound me. Yes. And he's like, trying to, like, freak it out. He's like, man, but, like, I want to go in. And she's just like, don't do it. Like, I understand that you didn't bed that nymph. I understand all of the things surrounding this. Now is not the time. Let her be with her family, dude.
Yes.
Like, we could see your mate's pain.
Yeah. Like, this is
because, like, she wasn't just going at that house like that.
No.
Because she was worried about that.
No.
Was like, yeah, and he's like, oh, man. And he's like, okay, well, fine. So she decides to give them a week, her and her brother, before she...
Trial
week.
She's...
Yeah.
Just... Because she's thinking to herself, the basics of being domesticated by Raidens? Oh, God. But then the entire time, she's, like, touching the rune.
Yeah.
The talisman that Rune gave her. And she's, like, thinking about it. And then she, like, there's a lot of, like, back and forth, right, of this week. Yeah. But eventually, the week is up. And the entire time, she is sad that he did not come after her. Because she's like, I can't have been that hard to find. Like, he's a spy master. Which,
allegedly.
Baby
like,
girl.
Allegedly.
It's spy reputation.
Like, but, like, come on.
Yeah. If
meanwhile,
his dick is the periscope.
Sure.
Yes.
But meanwhile, he's been living in the carriage house, listening like a creeper to every single utterance
every
that she
single
has.
Like interaction.
Yeah.
Like, and collecting it like a lunatic.
I will say there are some authors and some books that I read books where the dudes are just so fucking desperate and weird and unhinged like this, and
it
it does not work. And then Kresley Cole rolls in and is like, I can make that work.
I can make that work.
This is catnip to you now.
I can do that.
Yes.
And like it's always
stunning.
Disappointing when I'm like, ooh, hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Cause it's hard. There has to be Rune has to make a real ego sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Like that's why it works. Because like here he is skulking in the shadows, just like desperate for a scrap of like her saying the word, "Oh hey dad," like he's desperate.
Maybe she'll
right?
mention me to her brother.
Yeah, like he just and so like there is, I think, you have to have ego death. You have to have like it has to that yearning, that desperation has to cost you something. And it costs Rune something. So like it means something. And so, you know, Joe stays.
You mentioned this earlier when you talked about the shadow daddy thing, because I know that that's such a common popular trope right now in general in books, right? And like a lot of different topics have come up this book brings up, right? And that Kresley Cole just does exceptionally well. And one is that like a lot of times I read a shadow daddy book and I'm like, that didn't work for me because they're not actually on the same level.
Yeah, it's
right?
never not
like
creepy.
it's never like you're not. And then on another one on top of that is another thing is that like Melody and I've been talking this year and kind of came to this realization earlier this year that a lot of books that have action in them don't like feel quite right. Like it like it's a little anticlimactic or like the big climax of the book kind of thing. It doesn't. Kresley Cole's very good at doing that both emotionally and in like action scenes and stuff because you actually feel like there's something at stake.
Yes.
Right.
She's very good at power scaling. She understands how to pace and how to power scale. Nyx is an incredible example that you brought up. We don't see Nyx really fight, really go toe to toe until this book. Everything up until that point has been myth, right? And we've heard she's manipulating, and we've heard myth of like Nyx, you know, the Valkyries are great, the Valkyries are fighters, but we haven't seen it until this book. And even in this book, we see the barest hint.
Yes.
The barest, like, a side
the tiniest
effort.
taste.
The tiniest taste. And so I think she is really good at sort of scaling creatures in that way so that you don't end up in a situation where
a Ms.
like
Marvel
by the
situation.
Or
Captain Marvel,
like,
I mean.
Okay, like when everyone is gathered at this house, you know, Lothair's here, the Lycae are here, the witches are here, everybody's here because they've been manipulated by Nyx to show up.
Yeah.
And the Moriar are here. And like there's a version of this where that doesn't feel climactic because it's like so obvious who would win and like, okay, it's fine. But I like read this book and still continue to read this book being like, damn, I don't know who would come out alive. Like, I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah, like
and
if you get
exciting.
all of them against the Moriar, like...
Yes. That, like, I'm not sure they could do it. Like... And that's great. Like, I love that tension.
I think they would try.
Oh, 100%.
On both sides. Like, and I think it would be... I don't know that anyone's making it out of that alive.
Truly.
Maybe Bertle. No. I think Bertle's the only
one.
Oh,
Bertil would. Yeah.
Oh,
for
100%.
Sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Bertil
the
is,
most powerful of us all.
Nyx's pet bat.
Yeah.
Semi-sentient pet bat.
Yeah, which like he should.
Yeah.
So Nyx is so Joe is home with
and
Thaddeus.
She's sleeping, and he's like,
and she's sleeping.
Okay, this is the night of the 7th day, and so by the contract I made with myself, I get to sit by her bedside and watch her sleep until she's ready to wake up and talk to me.
Yes.
And that's what he does, and he's been doing that every night.
Yes.
But then, as she's sleeping, he sees that like she furrows her brow and she's having some sort of like dream or something. And she starts going incorporeal and floating off the bed.
Sleep ghosting.
Yeah. And so he grabs her just at the right moment. He grabs her hand at the very last minute to where he immaterializes with her as well, dematerializes.
Yes.
And then he floats up with her until she wakes up and they are in the stratosphere.
Yeah. Like
She's
they're
like,
about to like
wait, where
Oh
are
my
we?
God. And like we really didn't dive into this, but we find out in China that he has a debilitating fear of heights.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So
yeah.
the fact that he hangs on to her and stays with her as she floats towards the sky, and he sort of like is like, if I die, I die.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, and it's
fuck.
It's beautiful. It's
and
beautiful.
when she comes to, she's like, it's jarring. And so she goes corporeal really quickly, and so does he. So they start like falling through the air.
Dude,
and he
I also
traces
have a fear
them.
of heights. And the pants-shitting
like
fear that I like.
It's
oh,
like
God.
that that ride at the fair where you go all the way up and you don't know when you're gonna get dropped down the pole, you know? Anyway,
I love that ride.
I do too. So he traces them midair back into the bed. And they have this whole talk where he explains what's going on. And she's like, why? I know your fear of heights. Why would you do that? Why would you go all the way up there with me? And he says, it doesn't matter wherever you are is where I want to be.
Yes.
And he tells her,
He'd been
like,
her anchor, refusing to release her, just as she'd always wanted.
It's gorgeous.
So, and he's like, give me another chance, please.
Yeah. And she does mention a dark fae that showed up. And he's like, nah, that ain't for me. That ain't for me.
Yeah. I already chatted with her.
That has a crush on her, and he actually talks to her in the book. He's like, hey, girl, you should check out that little phantom
once he gets
boy.
all immortal, once he hits immortality, your Bane blood is going to be great for him.
Exactly.
Like, think about that.
Like,
and
go
like,
off.
Oh God! And it's so cute because at one point, he goes to make a vow to the lore after their reconciliation talk.
Yeah,
he goes to make a vow to her that he'll only be with her for the rest of their lives, and she stops him.
Yeah,
and she's like, "I don't want you to vow it to the lore. I trust you without it." And
and I want it to be an active choice all the time. I don't want you to not cheat on me because your body will not allow it, because the universe will not allow it.
Yeah,
I want you to choose me every day.
Yes.
And they end up getting a ranch in Australia.
Oh my God.
And like over near where they had their mate sex for the first time.
Yeah.
And then they come have dinner every night.
Their closet door opens up into the carriage house on Thad's property. So they have like at least 2 meals a day with Ms. B.
And their bedroom, he spelled it so like he did it his special house so that she can't float up or down.
So
she's anchored wherever he is.
There. It is.
Oh
and
God.
He finally like talks to Orion, right? He talks to Orion, and he, Orion tells him about this world that like was destroyed, and he says, Orion turned his head. You want to know if I destroyed it? What do you think? I think you didn't. The black of Orion's eyes glimmered a strange wondrous color, a hint of the being's satisfaction. And then they keep talking, and like at this point, Rune has hyped himself up. Yes, because he's like, I failed. And Rune is hyping himself up to be like, I can't like be fucking nymphs to get secrets anymore. Like that just can't be my role. And then it says, Orion faced the star-shaped table. How many wolves sit among us? Rune frowned again. 1. How many witches? 1. Archers? 1. Orion had never called him anything but Archer, even when Rune had possessed no skill. Rune had worked for millennia to become the best bowman in all the worlds, to be worthy of the name. And I just...
and
so...
And there's a... Wait, but Orion says, please read that part where Orion...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He says, he says, your arrows are far-reaching. Your arrows are silent. Archers fight from the front line and from the shadows, do they not? Assassin in front line. Those are my strengths. Those are my skills. Before Rune had taken on the task, he had thought he should fall to him, the former whore. Orion nodded as if Rune had spoken. The archer's undoing was how he saw himself.
Yeah.
Orion the undoing saw weakness. Rune had diminished himself, assigning his own skewed values. He was about to ask if he was the primordial when he realized it didn't matter. Orion's lips curled. Exactly. Like, he's like, oh my God, I have meaning. Like, it is the affirmation that he needed. He comes completely full circle. Like, oh my God.
It's a lot. This book, it was just so good.
I mean, this is why I love it.
This book is so
good. This is why I love it. I mean, of course, he, like, walks away like, Nyx don't stand a chance. Orion go fuck her up. Like, we all go fuck her up. Like, you know,
it's not my problem no more. Like, we'll get there.
Because that's the other thing. She's like, what are we going to do? Because Thaddeus, like, really loves the Veritas. And he's like, babe, it's, like, not even a big deal. Like, he'll figure it out. He's a smart kid. He's going to spend time with us. He's going to spend time with them. And he'll realize that, like, we're the winning team. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. And there's
I
not
feel like
a
he's
rush.
going to be wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
Does he have a book, Alexis?
Does Thaddeus have a book?
Does Thaddeus?
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, that I do know for sure. For once, I'm right. He does not have a book yet.
Are you lying to me again?
I'm not lying to you this time. I don't know why I forgot. It's because I'm so
great.
used to thinking of him seeing in a very different... You'll see when you read his book.
Yeah.
I'm used to thinking of him in a very different way. But no, Thaddeus doesn't have a book yet. I will say we sort of like take a side adventure to Dacia, like to those books, and sort of start to unpack Lothaire's. Because I think outside of Lothaire, they are sort of the mystical and oldest. And I think she's slowly walking her way towards picking up the rest of the Moriar and sort of like what will be the like end of this like series. But I mean, this book is so, I think it's like, it's so deeply romantic. And it is, when I think about enemies to lovers, I think about like Lothaire, but I also think about this book because like they are so evenly matched, even though they don't think it at first, right? He thinks, I could take Joe out. Like, she ain't nobody. And Joe is like, he ain't nobody. I'll take him out in a second, right? But they are, he don't know me. He don't know me. Like, right? But they are, in fact, really equally matched. And that it takes them this whole book to get to a place where they are happy and vulnerable and comfortable with each other, and that they're willing to take that risk for each other, which is like, it's just lovely. And I think I love the found family in Immortals After Dark. And like, this book reminds you that like, yes, like Rune, even before, he's like, this is my brother, right? Like, that is his brother. Like, he's already like, this is my family. Like, it's like, oh, I love it. I love it.
This was absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to read this book again already.
100%.
Fun new news.
I know.
Did you even reread this book for this episode, Alexis, or you just know in your heart?
I had reread it maybe like a month or so ago, so I was kind of like, okay, I'll be like, but I was like, as I was talking, I was like, oh dang, I need to reread scenes, but like I need to sort of like do like the last batch of books I haven't reread in like a while, so that's where I need to go next.
Well,
I mean,
like I said. If you want to come say hi and chat Immortals After Dark, let us know.
On the schedule right now, because we're recording this way in advance, but on the schedule right now, the Patreon episode for this week is supposed to be Shadow Seduction. So,
Shadow Seduction is that's what I was talking about.
Shadow Seduction for?
That's Shadow Seduction is it's her first book.
Ooh, the Dacian, yes.
Yes, it's smoking hot.
Oh my god, gay boys in Dacia? Yes, please.
They are so...
Do we know them? Who it's about?
Is it one of the brothers?
You do. You will, if you've read through Lothair, you will have met them.
Yeah, okay.
If you've read through Lothair and you've read through the book where Cian's brother gets killed, you will know you will know them. And it is, again, like plucking two characters who you probably had a lot of thoughts about.
Ooh.
And putting them together and you being like, oh, of course why that never worked out.
I'm excited.
This is where they're supposed
oh my god,
to
I'm
be.
excited.
Go on this journey. It's going to be great. All right. Thank you.
Should that be our group, Lady Love?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm down for a group, Lady Love. We've been here a long time today. Like, as a reminder, listener, we just friend chatted for like an hour and a half before we started.
Yeah,
I don't remember the last time we recorded this late. I'm about to go the fuck to sleep.
Yes. So it's so late.
I Lady Love. Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
This series and getting to squee, and I love you both. And keep being a badass and love yourself as much as Joe loves a vow to the lore.
Oh my god! As much as Rune loves a blood blowjob.
Oh, yeah. As much as Rune loves a blood choker on his mate.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Bye. Thank you for listening. Next week, Sabrina and I will be back with Possessive Puck Boy by Eden Finley and Saxon James. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you next week.